Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsay, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice. How are you now?
Good, and you?
Good. All right, we are back. John's got a blind today. I think we have a pretty controversial question today.
Oh, great. More than pineapple on a pizza?
I think so. Mm-hmm. What's the best Halloween candy? Candy bars, candies, suckers, candy canes?
I'm taking candy cane.
Candy corns?
A lot of people hate it on candy corn.
I love candy corn. Indian corn?
Oh, those are the best.
Yep. I mix my candy corn. I get autumn mix and I mix it with peanuts. It's so good.
Can't say Indian corn anymore, I bet.
Stop. Anyway, what's your favorite, John?
Kit Kat. It was Reese's for a couple of years and then Heath, but Kit Kat's my favorite candy right now.
Mine are weird. They don't get them very often, so I don't really ever get my favorite because my favorite is like a Baby Ruth bar or 100 grand.
I love both of those. 100 grands are good.
My favorites.
You know, however, what are underrated?
What?
Crackle. Mr. Good Bar.
Mr. Good Bar is good. I'm not a fan. I don't like Crunch Bars and
Crunch are good.
I'm not a fan.
You're controversial.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess because I never get those, I always go for a Butterfinger. But those don't even come anymore.
On like Necco wafers and what other candies are the ones I hate?
I mean, everybody hates candy corn. You either like candy corn or you don't.
Black licorice.
Ugh.
I like all that stuff.
I don't like black licorice.
Good and Plenty. Those ones. Blech. I like black licorice. I don't like good.
You know, ones. I will say though, the Good and Plenty, they made a fruit one, like fruit licorice.
Yeah.
For a while. Okay. I'm dating myself, but I've never seen. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm not dating you. I'm married to you. I haven't seen them in a while. But those were my favorite. When I could find them, I'd always buy them. They're so good. All right, so let us know. Drop a comment. Tell us. We wanna argue it. What are we doing? Do you like licorice? Do you not like licorice? What's your favorite Halloween candy? But going into the review, I think he's not gonna guess this one.
I did this review last night. I am smoking a pork butt right now, and my hands are smoky and my beard's smoky. But I get a smoky note on this, and I put it down last night, so I know it's not just me.
So it's not just fouled by your...
It's got like dry wood, and it's quite woody. A lot of alcohol that brings up like a perfumey floral.
Okay, interesting.
There's some candy apple suckers with the caramel. Is there a brand for those? Is it just candy apple suckers?
I think it's Tootsie Pop. I think Tootsie Pop makes them. Honestly.
A little raisin. It has to be high proof. I mean, there's a lot of alcohol-y type notes on there. I get a little dark cherry. It's not black though. Maybe one of those Rainier dark cherry mixes.
I was gonna say Rainier and the yellow and red.
They're like a mix. I don't know.
Who knows?
In Michigan, and I don't know my cherries.
Terrible. Hopefully you know.
Maybe a little cherry jam on there. Longer it opened up, I usually get like caramel, but this one was strong butterscotch.
Interesting.
I really like it. I give it a 4.5.
Okay. Down the gullet.
Definitely high proof. It has some rye spiciness in there. So I learned something. That rye isn't spicy. You know when we go out to breakfast and we get rye bread and it's not really spicy, it's more savory. Mm-hmm. It's the seed in it that really gives it the spice. Is it caraway? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really get caraway on there. I get more like a cinnamon.
Like baking spices?
Yeah, a little black pepper. There's like a cola note, maybe like a birch beer also.
Cola, interesting.
Yeah. There's some caramel. Dropping some ice out there apparently.
Oh golly.
I get a little bit of those Gardetto rye chips. It's savory. It's sweet. There's briny vanilla, charry, kind of smoky tasting oak on there. But it tastes well aged, and the oak is a little sweet. I'm impressed with it. I like it. I gave it an 8.75. That's good.
Okay.
Now the finish is long. It's a little briny, a little charry, smoky. Smoky is like all throughout this one, and I kind of enjoy it. I'm not sure if it's like a higher char level. The sweet oak does linger for a little bit. It gives you a little bit of a hug. It's warm. The mouthfeel. It's like a savory mouthfeel. Not oily, but it's not thin at all.
Interesting.
Pretty thick. Makes my mouth like water up. I'm enjoying it. I give it a 4.5.
Okay.
It's got a nice color to it too. It's a little bit light, but it's like a reddish copper tinge. It tastes more oaky than it looks. I can say that.
It is pretty light.
I like
and
the color.
for what this is, I was kind of thrown when I poured it, but
the legs move like it's olive oil. It's just thick and not really moving, but
smooth.
Yeah. I put when swirled too hard flies out of the glass. I don't remember doing that.
I remember you doing that.
I gave it 2.25 on the look.
All right, any guesses?
1792 full proof for like a Stag Junior. I thought it was around that 125-ish proof.
So you're in the right realm. This is definitely uncut and unfiltered. It is definitely barrel strength. It is 119, I think 0.5 or something, or 119 proof.
That's a little too low for a Stag Junior, so I don't know.
Yeah. You're not sure?
No.
Not even with that rye bite in there?
No.
Oh.
It's too low for Booker's. It doesn't taste like a Heaven Hill product at all, so.
Does it taste like a Bulleit product?
Zoom in on that. It's like
zoom in. Okay. We'll zoom in.
Well, I don't remember the flavor on this one because I haven't had this bottle in a while.
No, you
haven't. It was
haven't.
a sample set aside, wasn't it?
It was. So interesting. Tom Bulleit went around. He originally released his initial product, and then he went around, and instead of getting into like the finished game and altering his bourbon, he just decided to up the proof on it. So he thought, I'm going to go around and I'm going to see what bartenders have to say if I just up the proof and see if it's something that they would buy and they would promote. And he had an overwhelming feedback of, heck yes, we want this. Yeah. So he ended up releasing this in 2016.
So this is batch 6.
Mm-hmm.
The earlier batches didn't get the best reviews. I saw like a while ago, Breaking Bourbon just said it just tasted like a hotter Bulleit and it was nothing special. I disagree. Maybe the batch, that was just an early batch and they're getting better, but I really like this bottle. I enjoyed it. I went through it fast.
You did. Let's finish up your scoring. What are you rating the bottle?
I like the bottle actually. I'm gonna give it a 2. It's a unique shape. I like the dark color, the orange writing. It's very unique. The offset label.
That's going to give you an 86.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty good for here. You really enjoy it when we do have it, but it's not something like you're running out after either.
Elijah Craig worthy. No. It's more like a 1792 or a Stag Junior worthy, or like a little bit better than Old Granddad.
Yeah.
Actually, Old Granddad 114 is pretty comparable to that.
Yeah. So just a little bit of info. This is a straight bourbon, obviously. It is bottled and aged in Kentucky at Stitzel Weller. It is uncut and unfiltered, and a fun fact that I found out was that when they first released this in 2016, they only released 3,000 cases. They just wanted to kind of get it out there and see what people thought, and they had such an overwhelming response that they initially weren't going to make it like a full-on thing, and then they just released it into their line and kept going with it.
They're definitely doing more cases now.
Yeah.
I see it on every store shelf. It's been batch 6 on every shelf for
a while.
For the whole year,
we all
probably.
know around here, we ain't gonna get new stuff either.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know when batch 7's released. I've been looking for it.
I know. So this does not have an age statement. It is said to be between 5 and 8 years old. And I
agree with that.
I would say I don't feel like it's
not more than that.
No, I don't think it is either, but it's not, it's not young either. It looks young because it's pretty light.
It does look a little light. I think it's the lighting in here right now because
it might be.
I had a reddish copper tinge and I don't see that right now.
I don't either. I don't know. And this is 68% corn, 28% rye, and 4% malted barley. So it is pretty heavily rye.
So they do make their own now. They're at the Stitzel-Weller distillery. That's where they bought and what they're using, distilling at right now. But it is said by many people that it's 4 Roses. I'm sure they get from other places too, but it's good. I mean, if it's coming from 4 Roses, it's going to be tough to match that when they distill their own and start blending it.
And started blending it and mixing it together. I know. I agree. It's interesting. It's a fun one. It's
Bulleit.
Much is it? $50?
Yeah, that's $50 here.
Yeah.
Bulleit is kind of underrated, but also overrated at the same time. Like the regular one gets bought everywhere. It's a staple for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's one of the best selling bourbons. But they have some really good stuff that's not their regular, like their 10-year, their rye, their aged or higher aged rye, their barrel strength really blew me away. Their store picks is what really surprises me because those are delicious.
Yeah, we had one. What did
we had a
repeats?
And that was really good. Has one and a few others, but they're like caramel apple bombs, a spicy caramel apple.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're doing it well.
They're picking some good barrels to source. Hopefully they can distill some good stuff because
be interesting to see what they do with their own stuff.
I mean, they do Blade and Bow also. I don't know if they distill that or if they source that, but that's good too.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know where they get that one. I don't think they would make that one yet.
Maybe not.
We were supposed to get that in Michigan. We never did. Blade and Bow. Just like Cooper's
Craft,
we've never seen it here.
Never get it here. Good old Michigan.
Well, what was it? 86 points.
86 points.
I'm pretty happy with that.
That's solid. Yeah. I'd take it. Fair enough. There you have it, guys. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.